Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. I'm on Hollingwood Avenue, guys. Look, going down to Moston down there. And sort of like this is a boundary. South Chatterton. And then Moston's that way. Failsworth is sort of like that way. Central Chatterton that way. And Hollingwood about that way. All them corners of the clock, because we're on the border of them wards. Failsworth West, Moston, Hollingwood, South Chatterton, and we're on the borders of all them wards. Yeah, so we're at the Victoria Hotel 123. If anybody would like to pick up some leaflets that you can deliver in your local area, anywhere around Hollingwood, the Chatterton areas, Failsworth, Moston, Newton Heath as well, come by, we'll give you an handful. And then you can post them or show them to people. All they've got on them is necessary information, contact details for councillors, police. The planning permission link is on there as well, where you can go and object to HMOs. We're on a beaner tonight. Friend of ours, one of our little crew, 50th wedding anniversary tonight. So that's where we're off all together. So I've known these people now like 20 weeks. And we've got a nice 50th wedding anniversary to go to tonight, which is lovely. So in our quest to raise awareness, we attended the Reform launch in Failsworth last week, and I ended up speaking about this hotel and HMOs. And I said, I'm worried that we're going to have another Southport and it's going to start in Oldham. Why do I say that? Because there was a man not far from this hotel sexually assaulted by 3 other men. And there's hardly been anything in the news or anything about it. There was one article about when it came and they're looking for witnesses and stuff like that, and that's all we've heard. And I've got to say, the article don't say whether it's linked to the hotel, but I think it is. So that's a grown-ass man sexually assaulted by 3 other men in the Wrigley Head area of Failsworth, and there's been like silence. So we brought it up in the Reform meeting, Mark Wilkinson, and fair dues to him, they let me speak. And then he came back with, he's been looking into the investigation to do with a girl, because she was assaulted at Failsworth. She was followed from Failsworth tram stop to Nutters Park, which is just outside Failsworth. And even though it's across the border, I still think it's an issue within Failsworth need to look at. And we all do in these areas: Moston, Failsworth, Hollingwood, Chatterton South, Chatterton Central. We do need to come together on this, because there's a lot of HMOs going up and there's a lot of crime and antisocial behaviour. Yes, I'm in the UK right now. I'm in Oldham in Manchester, like Manchester United and Manchester City. What if it actually happened though? I don't understand. Is that about the man being sexually assaulted by 3 men? Well, that did happen, according to GMP. So yeah, I mean, I'm in South Chatterton, and I'm at the Victoria Hotel. And it doesn't matter, I'm not bothered about who's in the hotel, I'm bothered about the things that are happening around the area. Girl sexually assaulted, man sexually assaulted, a predator caught from that hotel. Also, nearby, less than about a mile away, in central Chatterton, 2 caught out of an HMO there. We're bothered about HMOs being opened up for people outside of towns. We want HMOs to be for community. Let's look in the chat. Let's look in the chat. Propaganda fools. Let's say you've got an auntie and she's like 60 and she wants like a nice flat property that she doesn't have to go steps into. Then, like say, the bottom part of an HMO would be ideal for your auntie, would it not? No, would it not? Or your elderly family members. It'd be good for them to be on a flat level, like the bottom of a pub. The bottom of a pub, I'd make that into like a 2-bed property for like an old couple or an older couple. That's what I would do. But I've suggested all this to council and stuff like that. But yeah, John Lawrence, weekly visit to the Victoria Hotel. We've got leaflets, we've been door knocking, and we're attending council meetings. We don't just stand outside the hotel shouting abuse at people. We don't do that. We want to be proactive. So we've got 2,500 leaflets. We've leafleted all them down there, that side, and the next 2 rows behind it we've leafleted. We're going to be doing Wrigley Head next week, and then I'm going to be dropping leaflets around the Hollingwood area. So if you want a few leaflets, I've got some buzzing information on. They've got good information on them. Useful information they've got on them, useful information. So, John Lawrence Nationalising Party, guys. I'm at the Victoria Hotel, where they've been coming since the 23rd of August last year. And we continue to go in. We've been attending local police and council meetings, South Chatterton, Holly Harrison and a Labour team there. We attended the reform launch in West Failsworth last week as members of the public concerned about the area in question. Wasn't anything political, and 2 of the councillors, 2 of the reform members are councillors, so we want them to listen to us and we want them to speak up for us when we need it, which they have been doing, I've got to say. And then we've attended 3 police meetings, community police meetings, about antisocial behaviour and crime in this area that we're worried about. So that's our way of engaging, not just standing outside the hotel shouting our mouths off, swearing at anyone, saying anything derogatory. We don't do that. We just want to do things the right way, and we want to be heard about our concerns about the local area. So we'll have a walk down, actually. So I dropped a leaflet in all them houses and the next 2 rows that are behind it the other week. We've done all them there. And there's a turn off there, and we've done an area behind this as well. there. I need to do the other side of that road there. Hope everyone's alright. Lovely morning, chilly morning today. Well, not really. I won't be talking to 5 people. What I'll do, propaganda. What I'll do, I'll cut this video up and then I'll put it on shorts, and my shorts get thousands of views, so, and even more on Facebook, 100,000 views on Facebook, so I will be doing that. But I've got to start from somewhere by doing a video. You know, you might not agree with what we're doing, right? But you must agree with the way we're doing it. Engaging with the police, engaging with the councillors if we're worried. You know, and if you did the same thing, if you were worried about something, and you engaged with the police and the councillors, I'd commend you on it. And that's what we're doing. We don't just go outside an hotel and shout obscenities to people. We just don't do that. We're better than that here. So we attend the meetings and we voice our concerns, which is the right thing to do. We're not thugs or anything like that. We're just local community members, and there's a varied mix of young and old who are worried about the area and things that are happening in the area linked to HMOs, the hotel, predators trying to meet kids and stuff like that. We're worried about it. So Hollingwood Avenue, down there's the Gardener's Arms, and then you've got Greengate on your right, and then on your left you've got the Gardeners going further down into Moston by what's it called, Boggart Old Clough area, then bottom coming out at Harper. But I worked at Greengate, Pandora Foods, worked at some of the vinegar factories, worked there, and that was when I was younger. I'm 58 now. We're in my teens. I worked down here, but I've worked down here on and off all my life. On the right, when you go down on Greengate, you've got Mantra Learning, where you learn to use a forklift truck, first aid courses. They learn you to drive HGVs and stuff like that. I've been there several times and training. So yeah, yeah, there we go. I'll walk back up now to the guys up here and hang up my video, and then go and spend some time with them. Like I said, I'll cut this video up later, some of the bits I've said, and I'll make them into shorts and I'll put them on Facebook as well. And on Facebook they'll get hundreds of thousands of views, so I'm not too mad. There's only 21 people watching me. Don't make a difference. And but yeah, I'll get my views on Facebook, and that'll be more Oldham centralised to people in Oldham as well. So I'll head back down now. Finish my video, just letting you know what's going on, what we've been doing. We've been trying to engage with Labour councillors. The Labour councillors of South Chadderton was our first meeting alongside the police, and I spoke in depth with Holly Harrison, Councillor Holly Harrison of the Labour Party, and we've been to 3 police meetings as well. One of them the police didn't turn up, but we turned up. And then we went to the reform launch last week in Failsworth West and spoke to 2 elected reform We spoke to them all. We spoke to the leader and to elected reform councillors, and we voiced our concerns on issues that we've got within the area. And I think that's a very positive thing to do, rather than going to social media saying derogatory words, arguing with numpties on the left and shouting obscenities at each other. So I think I've done a better move there. Criminals? Who's criminal? Who's a criminal? Propaganda? Who's a criminal? Tell me who's a criminal. Tell me who's a criminal. Yes, Pork Chop Media. Come on, propaganda. What are you talking about? A criminal asking criminals for help? Who are you talking about? Are you talking about the police or the councillors? Come on, Rangzib, I want you to come down to hotel, mate. So yeah, that's the correct way to do it. What we don't do here, we don't abuse people or say derogatory names. What we do things building illegally. We don't need to go into the reception of the building. We're not going to do that. We're not going to attack anybody or anything like that. What we do is we go to council meetings and police meetings, and they're very now full aware of all the issues we have around this area. More people are speaking up about the hotel. So yeah, positive from us. Anyway, guys, there we go. Victoria Hotel. More than 20 weeks. 23rd of August we started, and we'll finish it. So we're here live 1 till 3 p.m. If you want some leaflets, come down and pick some leaflets up. There's plenty of area to park here. You can just park up, come chat with us. We'll give you a couple of leaflets, show you anything you want to be shown or anything, or any information that you might want we can help you with. Just come 1 till 3 p.m. every Saturday. God bless you all. See you next week.